Welcome to Get Real, y'all, with your host, P-Dog. I'm on my way to church here. So as I'm on my way, I can't help but be reminded of the state our country is in and what has going on in this decline of our nation's economic status and morals. And it just seems too coincidental that the more America takes God out of the equation, the deeper mess we get in. Again, the deeper mess we get in financially, morally. See, in the Bible, the book of Joshua, God had told the Israelites, well, it wasn't just the book of Joshua, it's all through, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, and Joshua. God had told the Israelites, say, bottom line, you make me number one, things gonna go good for you. Doesn't mean you're not gonna come on hard times, but it does mean, for the most part, you're gonna be blessed, and you're gonna be okay, because I got your back. And if you continue to read, particularly in the book of Judges, and then in the books of 1st and 2nd Kings, you see every time the Israelites had done evil against God and tore him away, kicked God out of their lives, they started doing bad. They'd have things like famine, drought, they would be conquered by a foreign enemy, and then they would cry out to God. So God would send a deliverer their way, and this deliverer God would use to get the Israelites back on track, free them of the oppression of whoever they were being ruled by, and get them back on track financially and morally. And they started doing good again. Then you look at America. Think back to the Revolutionary War. A handful of farmers beat what was then the most powerful military force on the face of the planet. But coincidentally enough, these farmers happened to be Christian. In fact, of the 55 men who formed the Constitution, 52 of them were strong, active members of their church. Deacons, teachers, many were the backbone, helping the other people, that were on hard times in the name of God. And not to say that America has not had any trouble since then, but it just kind of floors me how people don't see it. Now, this isn't a video arguing that there is a God. I'm going to say that for another time. However, what this is again, is the fact of morals and values and things of that nature. Think back the 20s. Prior to the 20s, they had insisted that they were going to base their education on the Bible. Yet, however, in the 20s, one year, they said, okay, we're no longer going to base it off of the Bible. We're going to base our education system on economics. And the very next year, we get the Great Depression. Sounds a bit too coincidental to me. As time goes on, in the 1960s, 1962 I believe it was, the Supreme Court said, no more God in school. And what happens right after that? You get the so-called hippie movement. Kids started getting on drugs, grades went down, teen pregnancy, violent crime, illiteracy, and all these horrible things started going on the rise. Sounds too coincidental to me. And then, to top it all off, with our current president, our current administration, he said they are trying to tear God out of America more and more. And you notice that the more and more that they tear God out of America, the worse and worse financial situation America gets in. The worse and worse our morals go down. Again, this isn't Republican or Democrat, because I say the Republicans are just as at fault as the Democrats are. But I'm making this video to sit there to hopefully that y'all will open your eyes and see. Do you not see the pattern going on? Now, you can sit there and argue that there's no God all you want to, but when you look at the morals and values that are found in the scriptures, are they not good? Treat others the way you want to be treated. Honor your mother and father. Telling fathers, not to up and abandon their children, but to be men. To be a man and take care of your child. Take care of your wife. These are morals and values that you think should be gotten rid of. Get real, y'all. I know, however, I do see some hope in our future. Not much, but a little bit. First, starting with Oklahoma and how they had not too long ago made a law stating that all the courthouses have to have the 10 Commandments on the wall. And then I was kind of surprised in a way, but I know one of my previous videos here, I was knocking Mississippi for their stupid check for kids who get money for not making a certain grade point average in school. But recently, Mississippi has allowed prayer back in their schools. Now, I'm not going to recant what I said. I'm glad Mississippi has stepped up and said they're going to allow prayer in the public schools. But y'all keep in mind, you ain't done yet. Next thing you need to fix is that stupid check issue. But y'all watch. You watch. Watch Oklahoma. Watch Mississippi. Watch Oklahoma. I bet you things start going better for them. I bet you crime is going to start going down a little bit. And you watch Mississippi. I bet you teenagers are going to start having good moral values again. I bet you they're going to sit there and start treating others with respect. I bet you there's going to be less fighting. Am I saying it's going to stop it? No. Because Satan's always going to be around. He's always going to be there to try to stir up something. But I am saying that, the fighting among teenagers will go down. The drug use will go down. The moral values will go up. You watch. Alright? Y'all don't believe me? You just wait. We'll wait and we'll see what happens. Alright? I'm P-Dog here to say, get real, y'all.